Hello, fellow YouTubers. My name is Dale Smith, and I'm a dedicated researcher. I've been doing this for about 7 years, 10 to 12 hours a day. And I decided that it was time for me to get into the fight and start defending some of these channels that have been deleted, demonetized. Have been, due to algorithms, their channels have been they're never put up front for people to find unless you're subscribed, and they're even unsubscribing people. I've sat back and watched this long enough, and I figured it was time for me to get into the fight. As you will learn, I'm not a great speaker. I'm not as articulate as a lot of these people on alternative media. But what I do have is a sincere heart, and what I have is I have attained a lot of knowledge. Hard-earned, painstaking, gut-wrenching research, note-taking, spending thousands of hours vetting material. And like many of you and those that are awake, they can relate, is that breaking out of this paradigm, breaking out of this programming that we've been taught all of our lives, the Pavlov's dog, when the bell rings, we have to be at a certain place. Anything that we see on TV has got to be true. It was tough to break out of it. I fought it for a long time. I refused to see what was right in front of me. But it was like I'd been wearing earmuffs all my life, and I've been wearing prescription glasses that were way out of focus. And in 2012 is when I had my epiphany, and I went up to Detroit, and I saw a different world than what I was used to here in Dallas, Texas. And I knew there had to be a reason why this city was like it was. At one time, it was the jewel of the United States. It had the highest median income of any city in the United States. And it was in so bad shape. You could drive towards downtown, and you would drive for miles, and these buildings would be empty. These huge, formerly occupied business buildings would be totally empty. It looked like they could have been used for a set for the TV show The Walking Dead. It was just that bad. Broken windows, graffiti. I can't even adequately describe what it is that I saw, and it was a culture shock is what it was. It was like I had gone to a third world country in a way. And I figured out there had to be a reason. This doesn't make sense at all. Living in Dallas, where things have always been pretty prosperous. I mean, I lived there for 25 years. Even the worst economic downturns didn't really affect us as it did in other areas of the country. So I started down this road, and I figured out what I needed to know is how the financial system works. And they try to make it sound like it's like this great big mystery, the modern mechanics of the financial system, but it's not. It's a scam. It's a total scam from start to finish. And I learned to stop being so trusting. And I realized that I'd been falling for pretty little lies instead of looking at the ugly truth and what was right in front of me. This is not going to be a long video. This is just going to be an introduction, so I can meet you and you can meet me, and I'll be bringing out more information as time permits. I'll have kind of like a bullet point, and I won't make them long. I know that people have other stuff they got to do, but if you spare 15 minutes maybe a day, or when I have a video, to hear what I have to say, and then do your own vetting of the information and do your own due diligence. Have any questions, please, by all means, leave it in the comments section. I'll do my best to answer each and every one of them. I know they have trolls out there, so you'll be pretty easy to spot. So if you're not really serious about wanting to know what it is that I'm putting out here, then I'm going to sniff you out. Okay. I want to support channels like the SGT Report. I want a Common Sense Show with Dave Hodges, Hagman and Hagman Report, John B. Wells Show, Caravan to Midnight. He does his news segment for free. And you can also listen to a syndicated radio show, which is Arc to Midnight, for free on YouTube. And if you want to subscribe to his site, it's only $60 a year, and it's $5 a month, and you get access to over 1,000 shows and that he's had in the past, with just so many incredible guests. I mean, it's the who's who of the truth movement, and whistleblowers and people that have spent thousands and thousands of hours looking for the truth, and many times at their own peril. Also wanted to support the Anomic Age with John Age. He's just starting out, but he's had some incredible guests. He's a younger version of John B. Wells, and if anybody that knows John B. Wells that knows how great he is. But right now, that's all that I wanted to say. It's just kind of an introduction thing. If you would share this, subscribe, pass it on to people, and what I'm hoping to do is if there's more of us, it makes it harder for them to delete other channels. I want to see these. At one time, I had over 187 alternative media channels that had extremely good content. They never violated any terms of service. They just had content that the Silicon Valley didn't want being out there. And even the channels that are left, they've been demonetized. And due to the algorithms, their episodes don't show up in trending, and they don't show up in searches, except for maybe 2 or 3, 4 pages away. So anyway, God bless you, and let's pray for this country more now than ever. And I'll see you soon.